Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the latest model year for the Honda Civic Type R. This model here is finished off in championship white, and the MSRP start just over $48,000. So we have a very fun, hot hatch that has quite a lot to offer. And we'll start up front with what this is powered by. Underneath the hood, once you release it here, there is the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This is only paired to the 6-speed manual transmission, and it pumps out 315 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. It is front-wheel drive, weighs in around 3,200 pounds. 0 to 60 is going to be just under 5 seconds with a top speed of 170 miles an hour. Now, as we move on to the exterior styling for the Type R, you'll notice a lot of red accents, which is a part of that Type R package basically. So it doesn't matter what the exterior of the vehicle is. You'll notice the Honda badge, which is also the sensor. Type R, there's also plenty of cutouts in this grille, and with the airflow that goes through that grille, it is going to exit this heat extraction trim accent on the hood there, which is functional. You'll notice the sunken-in design for the LEDs with that dark housing to blend in nicely, and there's also a large lower inlet there in the grille along with gloss black. So it will provide a lot of cooling for this performance vehicle. Now, this also has some matte black wheels along with the Brembo brakes. They're 4 pistons up front. This also has adaptive dampers for the suspension too. You'll notice more gloss black for the lower side skirt. It's on the mirrors where there's a turn signal, and then on all of the window trim as well. And then you'll notice really nice line above the door handles there, and then it being a hatchback, it has a pretty steep rake for the rear glass, where it still has a wiper blade there, and then as you can tell, a massive fixed gloss black spoiler. You can actually see straight through it from the rear view mirror. Your visibility is right through here, so it actually doesn't even hinder looking at vehicles behind you. Now, there's the backup camera, all the parking sensors, LEDs as well, and then the unique triple exhaust right in the middle there, along with some fins on both sides. Now, as we move on to the cargo space, you can use the button on the key fob to release it, but it is a manual opening hatch. And you'll notice there's a lot of space in back. You don't really have any storage under the floor. It's mainly for some of the spare tire components and all of those tools, but you can fold the back seats down, and you also have this cover that you can lock in place as needed, which is nice. So you can place in a bicycle, something unique like that, with the amount of space that you do have for this model. Now, as we work our way to the interior, the door panel has some suede along with the red stitching. There's a little bit of storage. There's also bows for the audio. And then you'll notice red seat belts in back along with the red stitching. You can fold these seats flat to get a lot more interior space. And then at 5'10", I have a good bit of space. You'll notice Type R on the back of the seats. There's also cup holders. My head is just barely touching the headliner, but I could ride around town. Like I said, it's a functional hatchback, so you could have adults in the back, and you have plenty of space. You can even put a car seat in the back as well. And then up front, same materials. There's the window controls, side mirror adjustments, a little bit more storage, and then Type R is an illuminating badge down below. And then take a look at the front seats for this model, which have a combination of red and the black suede there. They are manual seats, so you have the bar up front and the controls on the side. Well, let's start this up now, where there's Alcantara for the steering wheel. On the left side, there's tuning and volume along with voice commands, and then you have this rotary dial here to go through your audio adjustments on the left side of the digital gauge cluster. So you can go through all of that. On the right side, your cruise control, distance pacing, along with the steering assist, and then you have some information that you can scroll through on the right side. So pretty configurable with the amount of information that you have front and center, which is nice. You can also customize the display and have different layouts for this information. So depending on how you want to view it and go through all of this, you have a few different ways that you can configure it, which is nice. Now, on the left side, there's also traction control. This control here is for the road departure mitigation, so you have some tech features you can turn on and off. There's a dimmer switch for the gauges and one air vent. And then working your way to the infotainment system, it's pretty basic, but you have everything that you need with all of these apps that you can go into to configure everything as needed here. You can also get into the Honda Log R. So you can go through a lot of this performance information. If you're going to do some performance driving. Maybe you're doing some testing with data logging. You can go through all of that, which is neat to see for this model. There's also volume and tuning, and then some shortcuts in the lower section where you can get through some of this information as needed. Now you'll notice the trim accents for the air vents go all the way to the passenger side where there's a Type R badge. You have fan speed, temperature, along with defrosters and where you'd like the air to go in the middle, nicely laid out, along with wireless charging and auxiliaries. Now to put this into reverse, go to the right and back, and you have a few different angles to go through depending on what you need to see. Now on the left side of the shifter, there's +R. So that will actually change the gauge cluster where you have now more of a sporty design, and you can still go through information on the left and the right side. So it'll be minimized here. There's also a shift light up top. So if you're doing some more performance driving, that is still there regardless of the gauge cluster design, but it's nice to see info like that. And you can go through a few different driving modes too, depending on how you are driving. There's auto hold and the e-brake, along with cup holders, a little bit of storage in the armrest, which is finished in the suede and stitching. Plenty of storage in the glove box there, and then hopefully you can see right underneath the wing. It's not even visible in the rear view mirror there. And then there's dome lights up top. And then here's a look at visibility. Super easy to see over both shoulders. And from second gear, here we go. And with a minor acceleration, we're up to speed. If you are also looking for your first manual vehicle, this is a perfect option to go with because of how lightweight the clutch is and how easy it is to use the shifter here. You also have some tech features like auto rev matching, which seems to be turned on right now. I'm not exactly sure if that is something to turn off or not. My brother would know that. You can take a look at some of those videos with it, but there's tech features like that. So again, if you're looking for your first manual, this is a great place to start with, and a car that you can learn. It's not something that you just get in and you're a master of. Even with a model like this, there's things to learn with driving a vehicle, especially with 3 pedals, the handling, the driving characteristics, and it's not too much power to where it would be intimidating to drive. So you can learn how to do some performance driving and feel confident in a vehicle like this where you know the tail's not going to get out from you. You know, there's not 1,000 horsepower. It's a vehicle that you can slowly build your way up and learn how to drive if you are looking for performance driving like that and you want a vehicle with 3 pedals. So I think it's a really cool option, and it's a Honda. It's going to be a very reliable vehicle. This is something that you can own for a long time, and it's going to be relatively easy to maintain, to keep on the road, and you have a vehicle that you can just drive like normal for daily driving and then have some fun on the back roads. So we'll do one more turnaround here. I know it's not any performance driving today, but again, you can take a look at the mountain videos where this is definitely a blast of a vehicle to drive. But that is going to wrap it up for the Honda Civic Type R. Once again, huge shout out to Honda of Huntersville for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.